Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to learn redemption of preference shares, which is unit number 3 of Corporate Accounts Semester 5, Calcutta University. Right? So let me give a brief explanation of what preference shares are and what does it mean to redeem them. Right? So, preference shares are those shares having preferential rights. Okay, the holders of these shares have some specific rights over equity shareholders. That is why they are called preference shareholders. Right? So, first, what is redemption? I have explained you the meaning of preference shares or what preference shares are, and I will explain more of them in the coming time. But let me explain what it means to redemption. Right? What redemption actually means? Redemption means paying back debt. Right? We all know that preferred shares are those shares which are issued by the company for raising capital, right? And those capitals or those money are to be repaid after a certain amount of time. So when those money are returns and shares are brought back from the shareholders, that process is called redemption. Now, redemption means paying back the amount of preference capital. Right? Let me diagrammatically illustrate the same. This is our company and this is our shareholder. Right? Well, what redemption process means is shareholders have some certain shares of our company, right? And our company have some money of the shareholder. Now, what will happen is the shareholder will return those shares held by them, right? Share return, and in turn, the company will repay the money, right? Repay the money. Or, in other words, money return. Now, redemption of preference shares may be done either at par or at premium. Right, at par or at premium. And one more note here. Section 55 of Companies Act 2013 redemption can be done I will write this after rubbing this part, okay, because there are lot to write, plenty of things to write, okay. So I hope you understood what is written in this page, right? Redemption means paying back the debt or the amount of preference capital, right? So in this diagram we have our company and we have our preference shareholder, and in the redemption process, the preference shareholders will return the shares held by them, and in turn the company will repay their money, right? So this is the process of redemption. Next we are going to learn section 55. Now what is written in section 55? Section 55 of Companies Act 2013 states that redemption can be done first out of proceeds of fresh shares, out of or out of divisible profits available with company, right? So according to section 55 of Companies Act 2013, redemption of preference shares can be done either out of proceeds of fresh shares or out of divisible profits available with the company, right? I hope you understood this, that out of proceeds of fresh share means uh, the money that is required for the company to redeem the shares, that money the company will raise by issuing new shares in the market, right? That is called redemption out of proceeds. And second, out of divisible profits available with the company. Now what it means? Out of divisible profits available with the company means that the company will have some money in their reserves out of which it will do the redemption, okay. And the section 55 states that redemption can be done either by this or by both, right? Or by both of them. That means partly out of fresh issue and partly out of divisible profits, right? So these are the three methods by which redemption can be done. Next, I am going to write the journals, okay. I am going to write the journals, all of the journals which we will require in this chapter. So these are the journals that we will require for this chapter, right? First is issue of new shares for the purpose of redemption, right? Now bank account debit to share application and allotment account. We know that this is the entry for when we receive this amount by issuing new share, right? When people subscribe to the newly issued shares, this is our journal entry. Now next is share application and allotment account debit to share capital to securities premium. We also know that according to our authorized capital, we allocate the money of the received shares, right? And either return the excess amount or adjust them with allotment. But in this case, those processes will not be done because, as you can see, we are doing application and allotment together, right? So these are the two journals for issue of new shares. Next is, if divisible profits are used for redemption, right? If divisible profits are used for redemption, that means if we are doing the redemption from the reserved money of the company, right? I told you earlier that redemption can be done in three ways. So this is the second way: divisible profits account debit to capital redemption reserve, right? Divisible profits account debit, this can be general reserve or profit and loss account, right? General reserve or profit and loss account will be generally replaced by this divisible profits account, and CRR will remain CRR, right? Next is redemption due. For redemption due, the entry is percentage preference share capital account debit, premium on redemption of preference share account debit to preference shareholders account, right? Next, to write off premium on redemption. So the premium which we will be paying with redemption, if any, then the arrangement for that money will be done in this way, right? Securities premium account debit, divisible profits account debit to premium on redemption. And lastly, payment to preference shareholder account debit, sorry, for payment to preference shareholders, the entry will be preference shareholders account debit to bank, right? So with these journals, keeping in mind these 5 journals, let's proceed to our question number 1. I just showed you the question. Now let me read out the question. So the question says, capital of Sky Limited consists of 60,000 equity shares of rupees 10 each and 2,008% redeemable preference shares of 100 each, out of which 200 shares are paid up to rupees 80. The reserves and surpluses of the company stood as under: general reserve 1,60,000, balance of P&L 30,000, securities premium 20,000. Further, we have been told cash at bank amounted to 1,80,000. Preference shares are to be redeemed at a premium of 10%. A fresh issue of equity shares were made at par for the purpose of redemption after utilization of the undistributed reserves and surpluses, subject to the condition that a sum of 50,000 shall be retained in general reserve. Okay, so past journal entries, assuming that the company could not trace the holders of 100 preference shares. Okay, fine. Let's see how to deal with this question. First we will do the working note, right? First we will do the working note, then we will proceed with the journals. Let me write here working note. First we will calculate how many equity shares we will have to, right? How many equity shares we will have to issue, right, in order to redeem the shares. So we will write calculation of fresh issue. right? Now for this purpose, first profits available for redemption. Now we have been told in the question that in general reserve we have 1,60,000. So here I write 1,60,000. Next, less amount to be retained. Right? Amount to be retained how much? 50,000. We have been told that we have to save this amount. We are told not to spend this amount. So less we have 1,10,000, which is amount available. Right, amount available in general reserve. From here we add P&L account, profit and loss account. Profit and loss account balance is how much? 30,000. So 1,40,000 less premium on redemption. Premium on redemption how much? See, we have to redeem total 2,000 equity shares, right? Into 100, out of which 200 shares are not fully paid. Less 200 into 100 equals to 1,000. So we are left with 1,80,000 plus 10% premium. How much? 18,000. So our net redeemable amount is 1,98,000. Right? So here premium on redemption we saw that it is 18,000. So 1,40,000 minus 18, 1,22,000. This is our amount paid out of profit. Total amount paid out of profit. Now let me rub this part. So 1,80,000 amount total we are going to redeem. Total redemption 1,80,000 less out of profit. Right, out of profit how much? 1,22,000. So 58,000 rupees worth equity shares we are going to issue. Number of shares how much? Number of shares is, see, face value of each equity share we have been given 10, right? So 58,000 by 10 equals 5800. Fine. So next we are going to do the journals. right? So first journal will be first we first what we will do, we will arrange for the money for financing the redemption, right? Arrange for the money for financing redemption. So first, bank account debit to share application and allotment. How much? 58,000. 58,000. Next, share application and allotment debit to share capital, right? Since there was no premium on issue, so this will be also 58,000 and 58,000. Next, we have how much money we will have to set aside from our profits, right? So we calculated earlier that from PL account debit we have how much money, right? 30,000 money rupees we can set aside from P&L account. From general reserve, how much money? We had total 1,60,000 money, out of which we have to set aside 18,000 for securities premium, right? Sorry. Yeah, out of which 18,000 we have to set aside for paying the premium on redemption, and further 50,000 we have to retain, right? So total 1,60,000 less 18,000 less 50,000 equals 92,000, right? 92,000. So 92 plus 30,000, 1,22,000, right? 1,22,000. Next is due entry, right? Payable. 8% preferred share capital debit. Premium on redemption debit to preference shareholder. How much? 1,80,000, 18,000, 1,98,000. This is payable, being amount payable for redemption. Right. Next entry is right. So this was our last entry. Sorry, this amount will be not there because at the end of the question it has been said that 100 preference shareholders could not be traced, right? So it will be 1700 into 110. Why 1700? Because out of 2000 redeemable preference shares, out of 2000 preference shares, 200 preference shares were partly paid, right? Not fully paid. So we will exclude those 200 shares, and out of rest 1800 shares, 100 preference shareholders could not be traced, right? That means while paying the money, the bank account of those shareholders could not be fetched. So we will be doing 1700 into 110, which is equal 1700 into 110. $1,87,000. So this is our final payable amount, right? So this ends our question. I hope I am able to explain all of them well, right? So next proceed to the next question. Next question I just showed before you. So we have been given a balance sheet of Green Limited, and it's all details like equity shareholders, then preference shareholders. All those details have been exposed to us, and further we have been told that it was decided to redeem the preference shares at a premium of 10% on 31/3/2016. It was also decided to sell the investments for 24,000, right, to finance part of redemption from company's funds, subject to leaving bank balance of 26,000, and to issue minimum number of equity shares of 10 each at a premium of 10% to raise the balance of funds required. Okay, so I hope you understood the question. We have been given a company's details and we have been told that the company has to redeem 1300 preference shares of 100 each, and for that purpose the company have some specific funds, some certain funds lying in general reserve and PL account, and we have to calculate first that how much equity share we have to raise, right? So for that purpose, again let me put down the heading working note 1, calculation of fresh equity shares, right? Next, redeemable preference shares. How much? 1300 into 100, 1,30,000 plus premium thereon. How much? 13,000. Right. So 1,43,000. This was 10%. Next, let's pay out of profits. How much? First, P&L balance. We have a total of 70,000, out of which 26,000 we have to keep, right? We have to retain. So balance being 44,000. Next, sale of investments. How much? 24,000. So these two amounted to 68,000, which we will subtract from this figure to get our amount which we need to raise from fresh issue. Now this time we have to raise those equity shares at a premium of ₹1, right? So for calculating number of shares, we will 75,000 by 11 equals 6818, right? 6818. Next, we are going to do our journal. So our first journal will be bank account debit, P&L account debit to investments, right? To investments. How much? 26,000, 15,000, sorry, 2,60,000, 15,000, 2,75,000. Right. We sold investments worth 2,75,000 at 2,60,000. So 15,000 is our loss, which we will transfer to profit and loss account. Next, we are going to raise equity shares. Bank account debit to share application and allotment. Let me first write the journals, then I will set the amount, right? Next, we will transfer this money to share capital. And since we issued them at a premium, so we will write here to securities premium. Fine. Next, we are going to transfer the required money from our reserves to capital redemption reserve for the purpose of redemption. So bank account debit to CRR. right? Here I can also write P&L account debit, right? Anything will do, but don't write general reserve because general reserve is not there in our company's books, right? Fifth entry is we have to arrange for the sorry we will now do the due entry for redemption, being amount payable to preferred shareholders for redemption. Preferred shareholders debit, account debit, premium on redemption, debit to preferred shareholders. Sorry, here preference share capital debit to preferred shareholder. Right. Next, we will arrange for the premium on redemption. Right. P&L account debit to premium on redemption. Next and the last journal entry that we have is payment to preference shareholders. Preference shareholders debit, account debit to bank. Right, now we will set each amount in the respective places. Right, so here 2,75,000 in sorry, not 2,75,000. How much money we raised? Right, we raised 75,000. 75,000 out of which, and here will be also 75,000, here also 75,000, and here in securities premium we have 6818 into 1, right? 6818 into 1, it will be 6818, and in share capital balancing figure, that is how much? 68182. Right, now next PL account debit to CRR. We have total amount in P&L account we have 90,000, right? 90,000, out of which we have to retain how much? 26,000. 26,000 in bank, and loss we had in while sale of investments is 15,000. So let's calculate how much money we are left with. 49,000, right? One second, I think I missed it something, because in the book it is showing something else, right? Okay, now I got it, right? Now I got it. So basically, total 1,30,000 is the face value of our of the preference shares we are going to redeem, right? I was going wrong previously. So 1,30,000 is the amount less this amount, right? 68182. 68182. We are issuing this from our, fresh issue, right? So 1,30,000 less 68182. 6861818. This is our net transfer to CRR from the P&L, right? Next, we have due entry, right? How much money we have to pay. For that, 1,30,000 is our face value and 13,000 is our premium. So 1,43,000. Next, we will arrange for the premium for redemption, right? Premium on redemption, which is 13,000. 13,000, and finally we will pay off the debt 1,43,000, right? So this ends our question. Now first what we will do is we will read out the question, right? So there the balance sheet of Green Limited or some details of Green Limited has been given to us, and it has 6,500 redeemable preference shares. So we have to redeem total 6,50,000 redeemable preference shares. Further, we have been told that to redeem those shares at a premium of 7.5%, fine. Sell the investments for 2,60,000. In the asset side, we have been given investments worth 2,75,000, and we have to sell them at 2,60,000, right? 2,60,000. Next, finance part of redemption from companies, reserves and surplus. Okay. Next, issue sufficient equity shares at a premium of ₹1 per share to raise the balance of funds required. So this time also we have to issue the equity shares at a premium of ₹1, right? So next we have to do the journal entries. Okay. First, we will do the working notes. Working note, calculation of amount of fresh issue. Right, calculation of amount of fresh issue. For this purpose, total redemption. How much? 6,50,000 less maximum possible redemption from companies reserve and surplus, right? So we first wrote total redemption due. Next, from this sum we have to subtract maximum possible redemption from companies reserves and surplus in order to find out amount of fresh equity shares to be issued, right? Simple logic. First, P&L account balance. How much? 2,60,000 less loss on sale of investment. We saw that we have incurred a total loss of 15,000 while selling the investments. So 15,000 we subtract from there, from here. Further, premium on reduction. Four eight seven five zero. Right. Fine. Now all these things amount to 96250, and this amount we will subtract from 6,50,000, right? But before that we will add one more thing, which is general reserve. We have also been given general reserve amount, which is 1 lakh rupees. So total we will deduct 196,250 from this amount. Here it will be 196,250, and here 1 lakh. So it will become 296,250, and the amount will be 353750, which we have to collect from fresh issue of equity share. For calculating number of shares, we know the face value of each equity share is how much? 5 rupees, right? 5 rupees. So 70750, right? This was our working note. Next we will proceed to our journal part. This time I have written all the journals beforehand to avoid any kind of inconvenience, right? So let me explain them first. We have investments that we will be selling, right? So bank account debit, P&L account debit to investment, that is 2,60,000, 15,000, 2,75,000. At a loss of 15,000 we have sold them, right? Next we will raise equity share from the market. Okay, we will raise equity share from the market. How much? 424500, 424500. Why? Let me show you. 424500. Here in share capital we have 353750, and for premium we have securities premium we have 70750. Right? Remember we had 70750 number of shares. So 70750 into 1, 70750 into how much? 5. So this is our entry for rising equity shares. Next we will transfer funds to capital redemption reserve, right? Capital redemption reserve. For that purpose, general reserve account debit, P&L account debit to CRR, right? From general reserve, how much fund we have got? 1 lakh. From P&L account, 196,250. So total 296,250. Right. How this amount came, I already showed you in the working note. You can check that again. Next we have due entry, right? Payable, being amount payable to preference shareholders. How much? Total 6,50,000, right? Total 6,50,000 we have to pay, and along with premium is 7.5%, right? 7.5%. How much? 48,750. 48,750, and total it amounts to how much? 6,98750. 6,98750. Right. This is 48,750. This is 6,50,000. So adding them up, we got 6,98,750. Next entry we have arranging for premium on redemption, right? Premium on redemption, that is 48,750. 48,750. 48,750, which we will be collecting from P&L account, right? 48,750. And lastly we will pay off the preferred redemption, right? 6,98750. 6,98750. Okay, so this completes our question. Let me read out the question, which says we have been given the balance sheet of ABC Limited, and the details we have been given that there are 10,000 equity shares existing. Then there are 910% preference shares of 100 each fully paid up. 112% preference shares of 100 each, 80 called up and paid. So we will ignore these 100 preference shareholders. And okay. Investments costing 20,000 to be sold for 18,000. Fine. So there was an investment worth 20,000, which we will be selling at 18,000. That means we have incurred a loss of 2,000. Minimum number of equity shares are to be issued at 10% discount. Right. So this is a new concept for us. We will be issuing equity shares at a discount. 10,000 to be kept in reserve fund. Okay. So we have to do the journal entries and balance sheet. Fine. So let me do the working note first. Working note. Calculation of issue of fresh equity shares. Total redemption $90,000 less maximum possible redemption from company's reserves. First, P&L account balance, we have 10,000 less loss on sale of investment 2000 net less premium on redemption 9000. So we have a deficit of 1000 here, right? Next we have reserve fund. How much we have? 31,000, right? Less balance to be maintained. How much? 10,000. So we are left with 21,000, out of which this 1,000 will be deducted. So we will be left with 20,000, which after deducting we will get 70,000. This is the amount we will rise from in issue of shares, right? And 70,000 by face value, how much? Face value of equity shares are rupees 10. So we will be issuing 7,000 equity shares at a discount, right? We have to issue at a discount. So let me write down the journals first. So these are the journals for this question, right? First we have bank account debit to equity share application and allotment, right? This journal is, as we know, for rising the amount of money in exchange of shares that we have issued, right? So 70,000, 70,000. Next we have share application and allotment account debit, discount allowed account debit to share capital, right? So we have allowed a discount of 1 rupees. So 7,000 into 1, that is 7,000. Here we have 70,000. So here will be balancing figure, that is 63,000. Next we have bank account debit, P&L account debit to investments, that is investment sold for financing the redemption. Let's see how much worth investment we have sold. 20,000 rupees worth investment we have sold at 18,000. That means at a loss of 2,000, which will come in P&L account. Next we have due entry, right? Redeemable entry, that this amount of preference shares are to be paid. So here we have 10% preference shares worth 90,000 at a premium of 9,000, to total 99,000. Okay. Next we have P&L account debit to premium on redemption. So we are arranging for the premium on redemption amount from the P&L account, that is 9,000, 9,000. Next we have general reserve account debit, P&L account debit to capital redemption reserve, right? So we are transferring amount from the respective accounts, which are general reserve account and P&L account, to capital redemption reserve for the purpose of redemption, right? So from P&L account we have 0 transfer. So from general reserve we have 20,000 and 20,000. Why P&L 0? Because as we did in our working note, it has a minus balance, right? So nothing can be taken out of P&L account after adjusting the amount to be retained and the premium on redemption, right? So, and the last entry is 99,000, 99,000 preference shareholder account debit to bank, being preference shareholders paid, right? So this is the first part of our question. Next we will do our balance sheet. So next we will do our balance sheet, right? I have written down all the elements of balance sheet and I will only set the amount, right? So that there is no inconvenience in between. So first we put the heading balance sheet of ABC Limited under first heading, major heading, we have equities and liabilities. As we know, it is the format of balance sheet of in the format of 2000 Companies Act 2013, right? So equities and liabilities, under this heading we put the heading shareholders fund, and the next subheading is share capital, right? Which I will be showing under working note 1. Next we have reserve and surplus, which I will be showing under working note 2, right? So let's calculate share capital. For this purpose we have notes to accounts. Here you can see share capital is, first we write subscribed capital. How much subscribed capital we have after repaying the preference shares? We have total of, first we had 10,000 equity shares, we have added 7,000 equity shares into how much? Into 10 each, right? So 17,000 into 10 amounts to 1,70,000. Next we have, right, 1,70,000. Next we have is preference shares, those unpaid or not partially paid preference shares which we have not redeemed. 100 into how much? 100, right? It has been paid up to 80, but we will put here the full value here, that is 10,000. So 1,70,000 into 10,000, 1,80,000. Sorry, my bad. We will not put full value here. We will set the paid up value. So 8,000 here, and our balance is 1,78,000. Right. Next we have reserve and surplus. Under this CRR we have how much? Right. For CRR, capital redemption reserve, we in the previously in the balance sheet we had CRR of 42,000. That we will write 42 plus. We have new CRR of 20,000. Right. So total 62,000, and reserve fund we have 10,000. Right. 10,000 reserve fund. Remember, this amount was asked to retain from P&L account. So total is 72,000. So we put the respective amount here, 1,78,000, and here we have 72. Next we have under current liability, creditors, we have total amount how much? 24,000. So total we have how much? 2,74,000. Adding these three up, we get 2,74,000. Next we have the heading assets, under which non-current assets, under which fixed assets. Fixed assets we have 1,30,000. Next we have current assets, current investments we have of how much? Right. Investments costing 20,000 was sold, and we have net investments of 53,000. So 53 minus 20, 33,000. Stock, right? Stock is remain intact, 67,000 as it is. Then debtors we have 30,000, and in cash we have 14,000, right? 14,000. I will show you how 14,000 came, right? But first, let me write them. Total we have, adding all this up, we have 2,74,000. So total is matched, as you can see. Here also 2,74,000. There also 2,74,000. Right. Now that our balance sheet is matched, I will show you how that cash in hand was calculated, right? Since I did not have enough space, so I am rubbing this part off, and This is our working notes to accounts 3. First we have opening balance of how much? Opening balance of 32,000 plus sale of investments. How much we got by selling investments? 18,000 we got, right? Next we have amount received from issue of equity shares. Amount received from issue of equity share, right? All these transactions were made through bank in the journal. If you will see, that if you look back, you can see that all these entries like sale of investments was bank account debit to investments, then issue of equity share was bank account debit to share application and allotment, right? So all these entries were passed through bank. So, and from here we subtract paid to preference shareholders, right? How much money we paid? 99,000. So total 14,000, right? This is how 14,000 came. So this ends our this illustration, right? Okay, let me read out the question that I showed just before you, right? So we have been given the balance sheet of Zeta Limited, where we have been given the details of share capital, that is preference shares of 100 each, 1,30,000. That means we have 1,300 preference shares. Equity shares of 50 each, 4,50,000. And profit and loss account balance we have 96,000, and all other details we have been given. Next, we have been told to sell all the investments for 30,000 and redeem preference shares at a premium of 10%. Okay, so investments were sold for 30,000, which costed us 37,000, right? Okay, fine. Then to finance part of redemption from company's funds, subject to leaving a bank balance of 24,000. Okay. To issue minimum equity shares of 50 each at a premium of 10 per share to raise the balance of funds required. Okay. The company also decided to issue 10,000 equity shares of 50 each as a bonus to existing shareholders. Okay. So this time we also have to issue some bonus shares. Then prepare journal entries and balance sheet. Right. So first we will do working note as we always do. Right. Working note, right? Calculation of amount of fresh issue. For that, redemption amount, that is 1,30,000, right? Plus premium on redemption. How much? 10% premium was there, right? So 13,000, total 1,43,000. From here, less maximum possible redemption from company's profit. How much? Right. From bank balance 62,000 we had in bank, less 24,000 we have been told to retain, right? So balance 38,000. Next we have from sale of investment, how much? 30,000. So we deduct these two from this amount and get how much? 75,000. Right? So this much amount we have to raise through sale of equity shares. Number of shares, how much? Number of shares 75,000 by 60, right? With including premium we have 60, so 1250. This much amount of share we have to rise, right? Next we will also calculate one more thing beforehand to avoid any conflict, right, at later. First note, I hope you note them down. Calculation of amount of CRR, right? So for this purpose, nominal value of preference shares, which is 1,30,000, less proceeds from fresh issue, right? How much? 1250 into 10, right? This amount we have to deduct from 68,000, right? 68,000 was our total fund. Sorry, not 68, 75,000 was our total fund that we have to raise, less 1250 into 10, because this is our premium part, right? 1250. So let's calculate. 75,000 less 62,500. 62,500. Total we are left with 67,500. This is CR, right? I hope I am able to explain. Okay. So these are our journals for this sum. Now one by one we are going to put the amount in the respective journals, right? First of all, we have the journal for rising amount through equity share, right? So how much we have raised? We know that we have raised 75,000 amount, right? 75,000, 75,000, here 75,000 to share capital to securities premium. How much? We have 1250 into 10, that is 12,500, and balancing figure we have 62,500, right? This one. Let me calculate it again. 75,000 less 12,500, 62,500. Next we have selling of investment entry, right? We have investments of 37,000 which we sold at 30,000, and we have incurred loss of 7,000, right? So next, PL account debit to CRR. We have already calculated how much money we are going to move to CRR from P&L account. 67,500. 67,500. Next we have P&L account debit to premium on redemption. Premium on redemption purpose, how much we are going to withdraw from our P&L account, right? We have already calculated that 13,000 is our premium on redemption. So This is the very amount. Next we have due entry, that is payable to preference shareholders. This is 1,30,000. This is 13,000, and we have 1,43,000. Last entry, preference shareholders being paid 1,43,000, 1,43,000. Next, two journal entries we have for what purpose? Remember, there was a bonus share of there was a bonus issued, right? Bonus issued. So for bonus we have how much? Let's see. 1,000 equity shares of 50 each, right? So simple entry, 1,000 into 50, 50,000, 50,000. Entry is CRR account debit to bonus shareholders. Next we have bonus shareholders account debit to share capital, right? 50,000, 50,000. This amount, a company issues its bonus shares from capital redemption reserve, right? This is the thing we have to memorize, right? So this is the journal part. Next we are going to solve the balance sheet. Next we are going to do our balance sheet. For that purpose, the format I have already written down, right? So first we have the heading of equity and liability, under which we have the heading shareholders fund, right? Shareholders fund, under which we have share capital. Now let's calculate how much share capital we have. First, initially we had 9,000 equity shares, right? 9,000 equity shares. Further we issued 1250 equity shares, and all of them at the rate 50. So how much? 562500. 562500. Next we have under reserves and surplus. First let me write down this 562500. Next we have under reserve and surplus P&L balance. Now P&L balance, we had 96,000 rupees. From there, right? From there we deducted 13,000 rupees for the purpose of premium or redemption, right? From there we deduct the loss on sale of investments, right? And from there we deduct the CRR. CRR is how much? 67,500. So we are left with 96 minus 13 minus 7 minus 67.5, that is 8,500. 8,500, right? And there is one more thing at this reserve and surplus, that is two more things, right? First is CRR, capital redemption reserve, we have 67,500 less 50,000 which we used for bonus issue, right? So we are left with 17,500. 17,500. And one more thing we have, that is securities premium, which we raised from the rising of while rising equity shares, we raise the securities premium, which is 12,500. 12,500, right? 12,500. So that's it. Adding all of them, we get how much? 38,500. 38,500. Next we are going to calculate the bank balance, but before that let me write down this creditors amount. How much it was? 1,13,000, right? 1,13,000. So total is 7,40,000. 7,14,000. Next we have fixed assets of how much? 6,90,000. 6,90,000. And under current assets we have cash of, we are going to calculate that amount. For that, opening balance of cash was how much? 38,000. We add fresh equity share, how much we issued? 30. Right. So first, let me put down this sale of investment. How much we got? 30,000. And fresh equity share we issued. How much? 75,000. Right. 75,000. And we paid to preference shareholders how much? 1,43,000. So let's see how much it results to. 38,000 plus 75 plus 30 less 1,43,000. I have done a silly mistake here. This amount will be 1,30,000 because we won't take the premium. Right? It is not paid off from the bank. Rather, it is being paid from the P&L account. Right? And from fresh equity share also, the securities premium part we will not include here. Right? So 75,000 minus security premium of how much? Securities premium of 12,500. 62,500. So let's see how much it results now. 62,500 plus 30,000 plus 30,000. Actually, this amount will be 24,000. Right now, I am not able to calculate from how it resulted to 24,000. Let's see if there was any more transactions from bank. Right. Actually, guys, in this particular question, we don't have to calculate the bank balance separately, right? Because in the question it has been already told that our bank balance will be 24,000. So putting that 24,000 figure in the place of cash in current assets, we get our total, which is 7,14,000, right? And with this amount, our liability total matches with assets total. So our question is completed here. And with this question, with completion of this question, our chapter is also done, right? Okay, so thank you for watching.